Objective Geology, multiple choice questions with answers. This is a question paper of Assistant Conservator Forest Geology question paper. This solved question paper is useful for various competitive exams like CSR, NET, GATE, GSI, ONGC exams, civil services exams and other competitive exams. Welcome to set 6. Coming to the first question, planes of cleavage are A. Parallel to crystal faces. B. Perpendicular to crystal faces. C. At an acute angle to crystal faces. D. At an obtuse angle to crystal faces. So, planes of cleavage are parallel to crystal faces. So, the cleavage planes which occur within a crystal are not the same as the crystal faces, and cleavage arises when the crystal structure contains repeated parallel planes of weakness. So, planes of cleavage are parallel to the crystal faces. Next question. Which of the following is negative biaxial crystal? Choices are A. Topaz, B. Starolite, C. Kyanite, D. Sillimanite. So the correct option is C. Kyanite. Kyanite is normally described as biaxial negative, whereas topaz is biaxial positive, sillimanite is biaxial positive, and starolite is biaxial positive. So kyanite is biaxial negative. So C is the correct option. Next question. Which of the following is diagnostic features of kyanite mineral? A. That means there are 1, 2, 3 are given. So these are three are considered as diagnostic features like variable hardness, color, habit. And among this we have to choose A 1 only, B 2 only, C 1 and 2 only, D 1, 2 and 3. So the correct answer is D 1, 2 and 3 because kyanite is a mineral with all these diagnostic features like variable hardness. So this mineral is also known as a dysthyne because of variable hardness. So this hardness ranges from 4.5 to 7 and it's characterized by blue color and its habit is bladed. So all these like variable hardness, color and habit are the diagnostic features of kyanite. So that's why D is the correct option. Next question. Which pale lilac color mineral it occurs in complex granite pegmatites? The choices are A. Muscovite, B. Phlogopite, C. Biotite and D. Lepidolite. So the correct answer is D. Lepidolite. So lepidolite is a lilac gray or rose colored member of the mica group. This is the most abundant lithium bearing mineral and is a secondary source of the metal and it is a major source of the alkali metal rubidium. So this is the most abundant lithium bearing mineral. So the correct option is D. Lepidolite. Next question. Brown variety of muscovite closely resembles A. Phlogopite, B. Biotite, C. Lepidolite and D. Gluconite. So brown variety of muscovite closely resembles phlogopite. Phlogopite is a yellow, greenish or reddish brown member of the mica family of phyllosilicates. It is also known as magnesium mica. So brown variety of muscovite closely resembles phlogopite. A is the correct option. Next question. Hornblende is distinguished from pyroxene by its A. Luster, B. Streak, C. Cleavage and D. Refractive index. So this is a very simple question. So how the pyroxenes are differentiated from amphiboles? So hornblende is an amphibole and how amphibole is distinguished from pyroxene? It is by its cleavage. So the cleavage angles in pyroxenes are the cleavage angles intersect at 87 and 93, whereas in amphiboles the cleavage angles intersect at 56 and 124. So hornblende it belongs to amphibole and it is distinguished from pyroxene by its cleavage. So C is the correct option. Next question. Igneous rocks containing abundant quartz and alkali feldspars are known as A. Saturated rock, B. Oversaturated rock, C. Intermediate rock and D. Undersaturated rock. So igneous rocks containing abundant quartz and feldspar, alkali feldspars are known as oversaturated rocks. So what is oversaturated means silica oversaturated. Suppose if we take granite in which there is more than enough silica to satisfy the requirements of all the major silicate minerals. That means the free silica it appears as quartz in the rock. So these are oversaturated rocks. So the correct option is B. Next question. Crescent-shaped bodies of igneous rocks that occupy the crest and troughs of a folded strata are A. Lopolith, B. Laccolith, C. Phacolith and D. Batholith. So the correct option is C. Phacolith. So phacoliths are crescent-shaped igneous intrusions and they occupy the crests and troughs of a folded strata and they are formed when igneous materials they occur at the folded region and they accumulated at the crests and troughs of folded strata due to a zone of minimum stress. So the correct option is C. Phacolith. Next question. Textures produced by flow in magmas during crystallization are called A. Intergranular, B. Directive, C. Ophitic, and D. Poikilotic. So the correct option is B. Directive. Textures produced by flow in magma during crystallization are called directive. Directive textures are produced by the preferred orientation of like platy or tabular or elongate mineral grains to yield grossly planar or linear arrangement, and they are generally a result of magmatic flowage. So textures produced by flow in magma during crystallization are called as directive textures. So B is the correct option. Next question. Common and essential mineral constituents of granite are very simple and straightforward question. A. Plagioclase feldspars, B. Quartz and feldspar, C. Orthoclase and albite, and D. Calcium plagioclase. The essential minerals of granite are quartz and feldspar. So B is the correct option. Next question. The temperature range for which the Bowen's reaction series has been worked out is A. 1100 to 573 degrees centigrade, B. 573 to 383 degrees centigrade, C. 1335 degrees centigrade to 876 degrees centigrade, and D. 900 to 775 degrees centigrade. So the temperature range for the Bowen's reaction series has been worked out around 1100 to 573 degrees centigrade. So A is the correct option. Next question. Based on the color index, peridotite belongs to A. Leucochrotic, B. Melanochrotic, C. Mesochrotic, and D. Hyalocrotic. So based on the color index, that means dark color, that is melanochrotic. Peridotite belongs to melanochrotic. Peridotite is the ultimate source of all chromium ore and naturally occurring diamonds, and is of nearly all crystal asbestos also. So based on the color index, peridotite belongs to melanochrotic. Next question. Which one is a pyroclastic material which ranges from 2 millimeters to 64 millimeters in diameter? A. Ash, B. Tuff, C. Lapilli, D. Bombs. So the correct option is C. Lapilli. By definition, lapilli they range from 2 to 64 millimeters in diameter, and a pyroclastic particle which is greater than 64 millimeters in diameter is known as volcanic bomb when it is molten, or a volcanic block when it is a solid. So here the size range from 2 millimeters to 64 millimeters of pyroclastic material is lapilli. C is the correct option. Next question. Which of the following pairs is an example for solid solution? A. Albite to anarthite, B. Orthoclase to albite, C. Orthoclase quartz, D. Diapside anarthite. So which pairs is an example for a solid solution? Albite anarthite is an excellent example for plagioclase group of feldspars. It's an excellent example for solid solution series. So this group of that means plagioclase group, it ranges from albite to anarthite, and the other minerals are albite, oligoclase, andesite, labradorite, bitumenite, and anarthite. It's a very good example for solid solution series. So A is the correct option. Next question. The percentage of aluminum oxide Al2O3 in igneous rock ranges from A. 40 to 50%, B. 10 to 20%, C. 30 to 40%, and D. 25 to 30%. 25 to 35%. So the percentage of Al2O3 in igneous rock ranges from 10 to 20%. So B is the correct option. Acid igneous rocks on an average they have aluminum oxide concentrations in the range of 15 to 25%. So here the option is B. B is the correct option. Next question. Partially digested xenoliths are known as A. Acid rocks, B. Hybrid rocks, C. Basic rocks, and D. Unhybrid rocks. Partially digested xenoliths. So xenoliths is a foreign material. So partially digested xenoliths are known as hybrid rocks. B is the correct option. Next question. Which one is a glassy rock of acid composition? A. Pitchstone, B. Pumice, C. Obsidian, and D. Oceanite. So obsidian is a glass rock of acid composition. So it's a naturally occurring volcanic glass. Obsidian is a naturally occurring volcanic glass, and it is formed when lava is extruded from a volcano, and which cools rapidly with minimal crystal growth. So C. Obsidian is the correct option. Next question. The texture with glassy or fine-grained chloritic or serpentinous materials in the interspaces is called A. Intergranular texture, B. Subophytic texture, C. Interseptal texture, D. Hyalophytic texture. So the correct answer is interseptal texture. It's a texture in which very fine grained or that is this chloritic or serpentine materials, they occur in the interspaces. So that's why it is called as an interseptal texture. So C is the correct option. Next question. The process of alteration of plagioclase into epidote is called A. Sericitization, B. Uralitization, B. Biotization, and D. Sarsortization. So sarsortization, it is a process where the plagioclase it alters to epidote. So D is the correct option. Sarsortization is the correct option. Next question. Phenocryst of the same or different minerals in a cluster is A. Hyatal porphyritic, B. Glomeroporphyritic, C. Ceriate, and D. Cumulophyric. So cumulophyric means the phenocrysts of the same or different minerals, they occur in clusters. So cumulophyric means here the phenocrysts of the same or it may be of different minerals, they occur in bunches like grape bunches. So they occur in clusters. So that the correct answer is cumulophyric. Hope you have learned something from these questions, and it's useful for very competitive exams, and hope you can subscribe and see you in the next video. Thank you for your time.